Hey there. Good morning to you all. Do you know the magic of blush? And you probably do. And some of you might be wondering, what is the best way to put blush on? But what we want to walk through together today with you is different blush choices, why we wear it, and how to put it on so it doesn't look like we have an allergy. On this wonderful episode of exploring more of our amazing Color Me Beautiful products. And I gotta tell you, I'm kind of excited about this one because I love blush. I wear sometimes 2 colors of blush. I wear it every single day, and it's one of those 5 staples where a woman says, what's the one thing you won't leave home without? And the answers to those questions are pretty common. And as we get started with this, if you guys could put the answers to those questions down in the comments below, and I want you to guess what it is you think that women say that they can't leave home without. What is the top 5 makeup items? You know blush is one of them, but what are the other 4 top makeup items that women say that they can't leave home without? So to start this look today, and I'm going to need your help, I've already done my foundation and I have on my contour. I've done my eyebrows, and thanks to the wonderful tutorials that we've been working on with eyebrows, I've been paying more attention to them, and I had a lot of fun with my eyebrows today, and that I used some concealer both on the top and the bottom also, just because I had the time and I really wanted them to be sharp. So having fun with my eyebrows today. But in addition to eyebrows, I've gone ahead and put on a little bit of eyeshadow, and then of course I did my lipstick, but I don't have on any blush yet. So are you familiar with the amazing Color Me Beautiful? And these are the Color Pro blush choices. So the first one I have here to showcase is Soft Plum. And good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for joining. Soft Plum. And I'm going to swatch these on my arm so that you guys can see what they look like also, because I think these colors are amazing. So we will use a Q-tip here like so, and we're going to actually, let me go ahead and put these on the back of my hand. And to prepare my hand for this, I'm going to use my blender with whatever product I have left so that it will kind of create a tacky surface, somewhat sticky surface, so the blush will show up. And I'm going to showcase Soft Plum in a pretty harsh line so that the color is intense. Not that you need to do a whole lot of pressing for this particular blush because, and thank you Yaricel, because this particular type of blush, the Color Pro blush, is a heavily pigmented product. So the first color we have on here is Soft Plum, and I'm going to set that one to the side. Then the next color, and I love this one, Mulberry here. Let's get a little bit of Mulberry on and swatch Mulberry. So with more of a berry looking, obviously some more blue in that. This is falling into line with some gorgeous cools. Hello Valencia, how are you? So that's Mulberry blush. And as we go through this, be thinking which blush you want to see me put on my face today. The next blush that I have to showcase here is Sweet Appleberry. Sweet Appleberry. So let's dive into Sweet Appleberry. And then what color do you wear the most often? Ooh, look at that. Sweet Appleberry. It definitely has a sweet pink look to it, in that it has the appleberry. There's a little more red in there than normal, like not a true berry. It's got a little tang to it. I kind of dig that. How would you describe that one? Yaricel says she loves Mulberry too. Do you wear that one? Yar, do you put Mulberry on your face? Okay, here we go. Opening up the next one. This is Soft Rose. And I mean, ever since I was able to get my hands on some of these colors, I probably put Soft Rose on more often than most, and then that's in my winter and spring face. You'll notice that even on, you know, my somewhat tan back of my hand, that Soft Rose doesn't make a very large impact color-wise. Soft Rose, when I mentioned that I wear sometimes 2 colors of blush, I'll use it occasionally just to highlight another blush color or to use it to blend another color on, because I think Soft Rose really puts a beautiful, just a sweetness on the face, and a little bit of shimmer, Nothing scary like a highlight, but a little bit of shimmer. Okay, so we did, I'm going to put these down in order. I'll have to show you my makeup table sometime. Soft plum, then we did mulberry, then we did sweet appleberry and soft rose. Grabbing my next Q-tip. How about you guys? Have you thought about what are the top 5 makeup items that a woman says she can't leave home without? And in many cases, it's the one item that they always carry with them in their bag. Blush is one of those frequent answers. What are the other 4 as we take a look at this? Good morning, Richard Ryan. Hello. Hi, Donna. Okay, Yaricel says she wears mulberry and Color Me Beautiful, and she also uses fine wine in Flori. Fine wine sounds like a great color. I would love that. Allspice is the next one. Oh my goodness. Look, I have a defective Q-tip. Okay, so let me get some of the Allspice on the back of my hand here. Now I have to tell you, for Allspice is not a color that I put on my skin very often, mostly because I believe that it really falls into alignment with a warm face and a warm color. Opal says blush, lipstick, eyeliner, foundation, and concealer. Okay, Opal, you are so close. You are so close. Oh my goodness. Blush, yes. Lipstick, yes. Concealer, yes. There's 2 that are slightly different, and I think it will kind of surprise you. Blush, lipstick, and concealer are 3 of the 5. There are 2 other makeup items that women have said, and this, I'll have to post this study for you guys. Women have said that they can't leave home without. That. What are the top 5 pieces? Okay, natural veil. Now, I wear the heck out of natural veil, and I wear natural veil because sometimes if I'm trying to create a really soft, neutral look, I want just a little bit of color on my face. I somewhat want to make it look like I just have a little more of a golden tan, and I like that natural veil has more of that shimmery kind of fleck in it. So let's say I wanted to have a look that looked like I was wearing a highlighter, but I didn't actually put highlighter on because, you know, I just needed it to be more simple for the day. That's just me. This is just one example here, but that is Allspice and then natural veil right there. And then the last color that I have in front of me to showcase today is Cedar Rose. And I've got to tell you, I've played with Cedar Rose a little bit. It's more of like a peachy tawny look, but I have played with that on my cheek with a blend of the soft rose before, particularly when I want to wear something that's like navy. If I'm playing up some of that sort of navy and orange look, look at that. That just puts on so much fantastic color. And that is, oh my goodness. My cup of coffee is also down here, so the concern I had just then was that this was going to fall in the cup of coffee. Cedar Rose, Cedar Rose. All right, so now that you've seen all of those colors, good morning, Miss Beth. Yar says you would look good in it. Oh, are you talking about the Flori color? Hi, Monica. Okay, cool. Well, I would love that. Which of these colors then, ladies, would you like to see me put onto my cheeks? And I'm going to grab my blush brush here. Let's see if I have, here is, I'm going to use this one, I think. Here's one that was sent in the Color Me Beautiful, Beautiful. So my tongue has betrayed me twice this morning. Let me try that again. One of the brushes from the Color Me Beautiful kit, it came in the brush roll. Goodness gracious. Blah, 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 blah. Which of these blushes would you like to see put onto the peak of the cheek and then out to the side? And then I put on my foundation this morning. I mentioned that earlier. I did my eyebrows, a little bit of concealer on top and bottom, just a tiny bit of eyeshadow because I recently had my lashes filled and I don't need to put a lot of eye makeup on during the day. I'm only going out to, I have an appointment this morning and then I have a lunch appointment today as well. Love meeting with new clients. And then soccer practice and cross-country practice and football practice after school. So I don't need to have on a full face for that experience. But I do want to make sure that I have life in my cheeks. So when people have really two-dimensional faces, when they've just put great eye makeup on and maybe they've got a more bold lip color on or more vibrant like I do on today, but they forget their cheeks. They forget how important it is to look alive and colorful and flush and to give yourself that blush from the inside out look like someone has just paid you an amazing compliment. And it's another way to maintain the effects of a truly youthful face is to keep up with the blush. And the blushes, the Color Pro blush from Color Me Beautiful, it has such a wonderful little touch of just a tiny little fleck of shimmer. It's not a glitter, and you can't even see it in here until you like angle it in the container. Let's see if we can get some of that. But there's just a little tiny bit of shimmer so that it doesn't create that dry look on the face, but actually allows you to look like you're glowing from the inside out. Drink the coffee. Yeah, working on it. Okay, Yar says mulberry. And then she's laughing at me. Okay, any other votes? So the first vote that we have is for mulberry, and I do like mulberry. That's a great choice. And I am drinking my coffee. Anyone else want to offer a vote for the color that I should put on today? The color I should put on today from one of these, we have our soft plum, mulberry, sweet appleberry, and then I did soft rose on top of that, on top of, oh, and then over here on the three, which are harder to see in my view, excuse me, this one is the cedar rose on the bottom, allspice, I think is here, and this one's natural veil. So where did I put, soft rose is the one on top there. There we go. Okay, mulberry, mulberry. Monica says mulberry also. All right, fantastic. One more sip of coffee just because you said so. All right, so I'm going to take the blush brush and then the mulberry, and I'm really just going to touch a few times. Can you see how that already grabs onto color pretty quickly? So I'll tap off some of the excess, and I'm going to go 1 to 2 fingers away from my nose, depending on the width of my face, the width of your face. You can practice this. 1 to 2 fingers away from your nose so that you aren't blushing that inside corner of your nose, or you're not making it look like you have allergies or you've been blowing your nose. And then the color will start right in line with the arch of the eyebrow and in the iris of your eye, right in the middle of the cheek. Now, I have, and I did just lick my finger, because sometimes product goes right on top of my beauty mark. Thank you, Linda, for pointing that out. I said, one day I was just like, yeah, that's my mole. And Linda Webster was like, your beauty mark, Lauren. Don't forget to say that right. So I sometimes wipe off like the foundation and product off of the beauty mark so it can be seen. All right, so then we're going to start. And then I like to start with a little bit of movement so I'm not heavy-handed laying down a streak of dark color, particularly since these are so heavily pigmented. 1 to 2 fingers away from the face, and then I'm swirling this onto the apex of the cheek. So you can see where the peak of the cheek is here, and the brush is just sort of Fantasia broom dancing in a circle here at the peak of the cheek, and then out toward the hairline. Now, underneath here is where I have my contour that starts below the peak of the cheek and into the recessed parts of the face, or what I like to call the socket of the cheek. So that area right there is not going to get the blush, but the blush is going to show up on top of the cheek where you would naturally blush. And then an area that you can also put some of your color is up and around here, just a tiny little bit, like with what's left on your brush, so that you're bringing the illusion or the look of the face to that high and tight side of the face in an upward motion, which can give you also that youthful, glowy, blushy look, and it lifts. It gives the illusion of a face lift versus putting blush very low in the cheek or keeping blush low on the face, which can allow the face to appear heavy. So same thing here. Swirling in the face. So Monica says, I have one too. The girls used to put those on their face with black liners. Oh, she has a beauty mark. Yeah, right. Well, and, you know, even men did that once upon a time. Swirl, swirl, swirl out toward the hairline. Use what's left on the brush to just give a little bit of attention to that C shape or that high and tight side of the face so that I can draw the look of the face upward. Give some color to the cheeks. Let me use this just a little bit. I was paying too much attention to talking about what was happening here around my beauty mark, and I just needed to blend a little bit more. So Yar says, girl, your brows are killing it. I'm just staring. So, okay, did I say this already? Yesterday I was so happy with my brows that first of all, I forgot to take a picture. What was wrong with me? But I didn't want to wash my face, and I said that to my whole house last night. And I live with all guys, and I was like, guys, my brows are so good today. I don't even want to wash my face. And they all just went, what are you talking about? And my husband was so nice. He's like, oh, really? Okay. Like I care about that too. He did not. It was so funny. They all thought I was crazy. All right, so that's the mulberry. What do you think? This is the mulberry in the Color Pro blush. If you have not experimented with mulberry already, you definitely need to dive into some of these colors. That color in particular, my next favorite probably is Natural Veil, and after that is probably Soft Rose. But honestly, they're all great. I love mixing and matching with them. If you're working with some of these colors, then you should totally have a variety so that you can pick based on what you got going on that day, what you're feeling like, how alive you're wanting to feel. But that really pulls the whole face together so that there's nice balance between eye makeup, lip color, and then gorgeous dimension on the cheeks, and the blush totally accomplishes that. So for those of you also that are wondering, what were those 5 makeup products, Lauren? Okay, so we said blush was number 1, lipstick, concealer, believe it or not. People say that they won't even leave the house without concealer, and maybe sometimes that's the only thing that they put on, but that's often because a mommy is trying to cover the dark circles underneath her eyes. Item number 4, and this is just in our list, this is in no particular order, mascara. Mascara, item number 4, and then item number 5, eyebrows. Believe it or not, right now, people are more concerned about leaving the house with their eyebrows done than any other part of their face. So those are the 5 makeup things that people cannot leave home without. And in some cases, it's just one or another. But if you ever wanted to work with the top 5 greatest pieces, here's one of the examples that you could use so that you could stay looking alive and bright and youthful and blushy gorgeous with Color Me Beautiful's Color Pro Blush, and make sure that you're set to leave the house every day. See you guys next time.